Yes, he's going to be there anytime now. You just never know when he's going to show up. But yes, it's 7 o'clock every day or every Saturday at 7 o'clock. So sometimes I come on early just to make sure. Now, I didn't switch my internet around. You know what? I'm going to do that real quick. So hold on. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere yet. I'm early, so I got to switch my internet. Do. All right. I think I'm fine no matter what, but I have the extender out here and supposedly it's supposed to work better. So, but yes. So, yeah, I'm not early. I'm sort of early. I see a little lag there. Hey, Lynn in New Zealand. Wow. Yes, that's a Goulardi t-shirt. Hey, Jennifer, how you doing? So, yes, Captain Billy was, I don't want to use the word trumped, but Captain Billy was trumped this week by a new artist that we have in the house. Yes, it didn't come out that good on the thumbnail, but if you looky here, what do you think of that one, huh? That's a nice looking art there. Hi, Theo. Captain Billy, I don't want you to get mad, but man, that's some serious competition. I think you're gonna have to step up your game. And the artist can shout out themselves. I'm not gonna say anything in case they want to remain silent, but I hope not. Hey, Doug and Barbara, how you doing? Hey, Dashing Womby, how are you? Womble. Yeah, Katie, that's some real nice artwork. Hey, Dana's Garden Retreat, how are you? Rick's Retirement Journey. Yeah, Dana, I saw your little short today, messing with that garden. Okay, it's Kaz. Look at that. And the Tube Mobile. So Kaz is our artist of the week. Very nice, but yours is better, huh? Marguerite, North Michigan. You probably got a nice day today too. Why am I getting emails now? Okay. Can we ask the artist to design some T-shirts? I have this thing working with this T-shirt, this company, and it's just not going as fast as I had hoped. So we'll see what happens. Sunny, Wisconsin. How are you, JNP? Poor Captain Billy. Captain Billy sent me a picture today too. There's Captain Billy. You guys want to see what Captain Billy looks like? This is what he sent me today. I do have a phone number, 216-714-2301. That's my Google number. I'm sure you wrote that down. So you can text me pictures. You can text me whatever. And he gave me permission to show his picture today. So we're going to see what he looks like. And he's standing outside of Menards. get the Let's get the shine off of that. So there's Captain Billy. And he gave me permission, like I said, to show that. So we have a Captain Billy sighting. Although it's like, what was that show where the guy with the fence, he would look over the fence or something. He's all you see is his hat. My wife and I were at the Rock and Roll. Okay, yeah, that's cool. Rock Hall. Should have went to the submarine too. Submarine was right there, stone's throw away. Yes, Kaz did request one of your Christmas cards. I think number 3. I think that looks like it should be on a Beatles cover, right? Pouring down rain here in Houston. Oh, that's too bad, Frank. Too bad. We had great weather. I think all of us up around this area had some really good weather, and it's supposed to stay this way for a while. A little cool at night, but that's okay. Everybody requesting a card. Hey, we only have 7 left, Captain Billy. Well, if I keep one, no, I'll keep the original. Home Improvement. Yeah, Wilson from Home Improvement. Right, 280 Zone. Wilson, yeah. You said Wilson. I was thinking, because I just saw Castaway today, and I was thinking, what does Wilson have to do with it? But I'm slow today. Sorry. Home Improvement. Yes. Hey, Tim, what team is the number 1 in the nation? That's right, Ohio State. Yeah, where's all these Michigan guys? Here we go. We're going to be ranked number 1 again. Hey, Buckeye Ranger, how are you doing? Yeah, I put on 2 shirts. I had another shirt on. I put this one over it because it's starting to get cool. I figured in another 45 minutes here, it'll start getting really cool. We don't have any bee hall. We don't have any frost warnings yet, but I did. Mrs. Buzz wanted the furnace on. She likes to keep it at 70, 72. I think we have it set on. So if it drops down past 72 in the house, and usually it only comes on for a minute or two. At least, I don't know if I'm sleeping, maybe it's on all night. I don't know, but it hasn't been on too much. That's right, Julie Joyce. How you doing, Slim? Thank you, Brian. So everybody's got to come to it's the last Goulardi Fest. It's in Cuyahoga Falls in a couple of weeks. I think it's the 13th and 14th. It's called the last Adios Muchachos show with one of the co-hosts, Little John, is going to do it because Goulardi, of course, has passed away many years ago. And the Ghoul passed away, and Big Chuck has passed away. So it's just Little John and Houlihan. Houlihan will be there from Florida. I got to say, he's got to be 80 something now, but he's going to be there. So it'll be a good time. Me and Captain Billy, we're gonna do a live there from the show. Hey, Angela, how you doing? Yeah, Dana's Garden Retreat. Do you know what a furnace is? You're in Georgia. You don't use the furnace, do you? Nice enough to sit outside with a cup of Joe. Yeah, 58. It's getting a little cold. When you're not used to it. 58 in the spring is wow, that's really great. But in the summer, and you drop down to 58, it's just different. It's like, ooh, that's cold. Houghton Lake. I don't know where that's at. Medina. That's right, Shirley. I remember. Yeah, you're 83 and you're freezing. Yeah. We got the clear skies pretty much. So it's going to be 54 tonight. It's right now. It's 66. So it's already going down. What color is the hair on your head? I need to know for you. Oh, geez, 280 zone. Good luck there. Yeah, you still got your AC running. That's right. Civil War reenactment at Zor third. Oh yeah, that'd be cool. Mothman Festival in Point Pleasant, West Virginia. I was just seeing something about them. I saw one thing years ago, right? There was a movie or something. Um, then I saw some interview with some guy a couple of weeks ago, and he said it's a bunch of malarkey, but who knows? I think the whole gist of it was what? The whole gist of it was a young couple was out somewhere and they said the thing was flying over their car and landed and had red eyes. And I don't know. Sounds like drugs kicking into me, but what do I know? 43 overnight last night. Wow, that's getting down there. Haven't heard the word furnace. Yeah. Oh, furnace. Oh, what do you call it? What do you call it in Georgia? A freezer full of deer meat? No, no, not no. Brown deer, as 280 Zone calls them, brown deer. Brown deer is he's alive and well. Fort Lauderdale, 88 degrees. Oh, that's not bad. You're going down. You're going down. That's not bad. Used to be red, but is gray now. I spent the afternoon roasting a huge chicken. Ooh, 8 pounder. Freezing. That's a turkey, not a chicken. Freezing most of the meat. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, that's what Mrs. Buzz does with she'll take those carcasses from the 2 chickens that we always buy from Sam's Club or Costco, and she'll make a soup out of them. Oh, you call it a heater? Okay. Hey, Pac Northwest. I don't know why we call it furnace. Heater, furnace. I'm not sure. I guess we've always called it the furnace. I guess sometimes we'll say heater, but most of the time it's furnace. Hope all is well. Just dropped my son off at JFK. Words cannot describe if you. No, I have not. I've never been there. Anything under 70. Yeah. Hey, if you're used to warm temperatures, then yes, anything under 70 could be nasty. Hey, Peter, how are you doing? I've got a herd in my yard. Placed mountain fencing around shrubs and or fencing around my shrubs and trees so the bucks don't rub them. Oh, okay, yeah. I haven't had that problem with them, and they haven't gotten into the garden yet, so which is good. My dad always said furnace. I guess it's all one unit. Oh, okay. New York City is crazy. I've loved cooler temps this week. Fine by me. Yeah, me and Mark neighbor was just talking the other day how it's nice to be out and want to do stuff outside. Before it was like when you're in 90 degrees with all that humidity, you don't feel like doing too much. I'm smoking tuna, making room for elk. Ooh, wow. I have not smoked the fish. Um, I have not done that. I should probably do that. My gophers are still. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, you got your gophers out there. We have groundhogs, but we don't pay them much mind as long as they stay out of the garden. I mean, I got one under my shed. I'm sure. I think Mark has one and under his front deck, but as long as they don't do any major damage to us, we're all right. We don't get too many because we got the cats out, so we don't get too many chipmunks. Um, Go Knowles. Okay. Yeah. Ohio State though. Where's Rick? Where's the other Rick? Where's Mr. Michigan? When do they play? I can't wait to see them lose. Yeah, pop and soda. That's right. Yeah, smoked salmon is good. I'm not a big salmon fan, but if you get a smoked salmon, it for some reason it just tastes better to me. Furnace when I lived in Chicago, but here it's an air handler. Oh, okay. Cheaters. Ah, we had a skunk under the shed the last couple of weeks. I have not seen. I thought it was probably before this we started doing the lives, but I had a white albino. I guess we call it an albino skunk. I have a camera in the garage, and it was picking up this albino skunk. I'll have to maybe throw it onto the as a short. I don't think I did a short on it, but I should do that. I have it somewhere. And I saw it one year. I saw it three times one year, and I haven't seen it since. I think that was maybe 2 years, 2 or 3 years ago. And the skunks really haven't been around much this year. I saw them in the spring, and that was it. I have not seen them all summer or smelled them. Tuna casserole. Penn State versus OSU. Now, OSU is probably going to go undefeated this year, so they look too good. Yeah, I'll have to, like I said, J&P, I'll have to throw that one on here somewhere. Here's what's an Elstinko. My mother-in-law used to hate that. She, for some reason, where they were living, and they were in a suburb, but for some reason, their neighborhood attracted skunks. It was terrible, and she used to hate that smell. We get it occasionally. When I had my dog, so twice they got skunked. Dog will run right after them. And then you got to do the whole, and we never have the supplies around. You're supposed to do the tomato juice and all that other. We never have that around. So, and now I'm certain we don't, because we don't drink. We used to have V8s laying around. We might even still have some in those cans, the unsalted V8s. She might have some still, but I haven't bought it in a long time, because I think that's what we used. About 10 cans of V8. Fried catfish. Michigan is playing New Mexico now. Oh, New Mexico? Yeah, Michigan should be able to win that one. Dale, how you doing? Yeah, Tim, I think Buckeyes look really, really good. That quarterback for his first time, he looked pretty poised to me. I made a couple mistakes. I didn't get to watch the whole game, but most of it, and the running game looked pretty solid. I just wish we could get the last year's running back on the Cleveland Browns to actually play. Hopefully he never goes to jail like I think he was going to, but they got him off of that somehow. So OSU versus November 29th. Okay. We'll have to get a wager going on that one. Recipe online about hydrogen peroxide. I don't think we might have some hydrogen peroxide, but they more and more they're saying not to use it for cuts and wounds. I don't know what else you use it for. But sometimes we would use it on, like cuts and stuff. But now, the doctors are saying not to use that, not to use Neosporin, not to use, like stuff that you always think to use, they're saying not to anymore. So I don't know. I have green eyes, just and want your pick to be accurate. Oh boy. 1 year retired today. Southeast. Wow, 68. Good, John. I'm glad you got a year in. That's kind of what I looked at myself was, if I could just get in a year or two, and actually next month, the 29th will be 2 years. If I could just get in a couple of years and then something happens to me, I'll be happy. At least I got to taste it, and a lot of people don't. And I got to taste not doing nothing, which I haven't done in so long, as you guys know, because you are the same way. Oh, you use it in your DIY toothpaste. Okay. We named it brown deer. I think 280 Zone called it brown deer because we got orange cat, gray cat, beige cat, and now we got brown deer. You don't listen to the crazy doctors? Well, and it's funny because so many things have changed. Don't eat butter. Don't drink coffee. Don't do this. Don't do that. Eat bread. Now it's don't eat bread. Drink coffee. Eat butter. Don't eat margarine. It is so funny. That's why when it comes to bacon, I just say screw it. I'm going to eat my bacon. I'm not eating that turkey bacon anymore. I'm just going to eat regular bacon. I think I convinced Mrs. Buzz to go along with me there. Does poof work on skunk? We have that, Carlos. We have that stuff, and we haven't had the chance to try it out yet. Oh no, John Jay, they were out, and I knew they would be. That Finch food, it was $20, and it was on sale for $9.99, and I knew they would be sold out. And of course, I went in there and they were sold out. But I waited till what, Wednesday, I think it was, um, and I knew it was going to be gone. So I did buy the two 40-pound sacks of sunflower seeds, 17.99 a bag. 17.99 at Tractor Supply for 40 pounds of sunflower seed and premium sunflower seed. That's almost like giving it away in my opinion. Convalescing after hip joint replacement Thursday. You notice, Jennifer, how I bypassed you? Let me get back up here. Don't eat eggs. Yeah, that's what they would say. Yeah, that's right. Convalescing after a hip joint replacement Thursday. It's, oh man, Kentucky Leisure. Well, good luck with that. That's not, that's, it's a lot better now, but it's still, that's a major thing. So I hope you heal up fast. Gracie, how are you doing? Yeah, you can't eat anything that brings you joy. Isn't that the truth? The biggest problem we have is I'll buy, if I go to Mark's, they have bags of uh, Three Musketeers bars and Reese's cups. And, in the back of my mind, I'm like, well, let's just get a little bag because, just in case some kids show up in Halloween. When is that? The end of October? Here it is August and I'm buying it. So you know what happens. Well, let's just throw them in the refrigerator. Well, let's just have just one. Well, let's just have, maybe just tomorrow we'll just have, one more. And, now we'll better get another bag. It seems to be happening. Butter is good. That's right. Yeah, I had to pick up two of them. I noticed the price of butter went up $2 at Sam's Club, so I bought two, and they're not cheap. The ones I buy, they're 12. I want to say 12 something. So I spent $24 on butter, and because she wants to bake some stuff, and what else? Oh, for clam bakes because we love clam bakes, so we'll probably do one or two clam bakes here. We did one last year, so you got to have butter for that too. So you heard about the rancher who called his ranch Oleo Acres. It was cheaper spread. Oh man, that's Ron. I watched the retirement channel today. I haven't seen before. Otter's retirement. Yeah, yes, Otter. I've been watching him. He's down in Florida. Um, Bill watches him. Bill is not good at anything. Otter, Howard is he's a different kind of cat. Um, I just he has a what do I don't want to say it. I'll say I just like him. I like him, but he has a an aura about him that I'm just not sure about right now. He's a nice guy. Don't get me wrong. He's a nice guy. It's just, I mean, I think it's him and his wife. They don't have any kids. He's got a ton of money, which is cool. He's got dogs, so he can't be a bad guy. He's got dogs, um, and I think he's in Florida. They just bought a car. Um, his wife just bought a car, and he's done a couple videos, and he's into financing and stuff. And right now, he's selling all his stocks. And Tuesday, he's going to let us know what he put his money into. So that'll be an interesting video on Tuesday. So if you get a chance, check out Otter's Retirement Corner. Like I said, he's a good guy. My brother in Parma gets deer in his backyard a few times. Baby doe. Oh, really? Yeah. Parma's still got some areas where there's um, where the deer can still get around, because part of Parma is near the metro parks, depending on where you're at in Parma. But you're close to in some areas, you're close to the Cleveland Metro Parks, which runs from Lake Erie to, geez, I don't even know how far it goes. But it's one of the greatest things about Cleveland and the Cleveland area is the Cleveland Metro Parks. And the Rocky River runs through it. It's really, really a great, I mean, you can ride bikes for miles and miles. You can, drive through it during the fall, and it's just, and they do maple sugaring. They have all kinds of things. They got interpretive centers. Like Rocky River has one. I think there's some out in Chagrin Falls. Really nice. They keep it up, and it's a really nice park system. If you missed it, check back a few episodes where Buzz covers Costco, Sam's, Walmart spending. Oh, you're talking about me. I'm like, wow, that sounds familiar. My dog got nailed by a skunk 20 yards in front of me. Oh, man. Yeah. Then I had a red dog. That's not good. This week I finally got to make a salad 100% from the garden. Yeah, I've only gotten, hey, Pam, how you doing? I think I've only gotten about 12 tomatoes so far. They're starting to ripen up, but I'm getting some wilt. I did that one video. It's getting bad now. It's like there's a lot of dead leaves, and I asked ChatGPT what it was, and they said, believe it or not, and Dana, tell me if this sounds accurate, or the rest of you that garden. ChatGPT actually told me to use an aspirin and mix it in some water and then pour it on the roots of the tomato plant to help kill the blight or whatever it is on the plants. I never heard of that before, and I was like, really? An aspirin? Okay. I don't know if that's legit or not. Captain Billy with my red hair and his green hair to look like Christmas. After 2 weeks of 100-degree weather, my tomatoes are toast. Yeah, you're Arkansas. I didn't think you had that much of that high of a temperature, but maybe you did. Our garden has about had it. He's got some peppers. Boy, you guys down south, yeah. I mean, it's tough for you guys. I know Steve on Steve's retirement corner. I think he said his was kaput as well. And I didn't see a video. Maybe he put one out, but I didn't see one about his tomatoes. Like I didn't see any red tomatoes. Let's put it that way. I maybe had them, but I just didn't see the video. Try bleach when watering your plants. See, I don't like using any of that stuff. I try to keep it as organic as possible. I don't want to put anything weird in there, but I also don't want them to die. So I don't know. Put aspirin in the Christmas tree stand to keep it fresh. See, I never heard that before. That's just one of those things I never heard before. Isn't that something? Yeah, bleach and water. I understand. Yeah, but geez, I don't know. Oh, your tomatoes are doing good. That's right. I was always told, yeah. Alabama upset by Florida State, 31-17. Wow. Florida State, FSU, huh? That's pretty good. Our tomatoes are just ripening this week. I'm going to make some sauce. That's cool. Journal of Indian Trader, Southern counterpart to Lewis and Clark by Dan Flores. Journal of an Indian Trader. Well, that sounds like interesting. Aspirin when you plant tomatoes. Seems I may have read the aspirin thing, but never tried it. I just rip off all the. Yeah, I did too. I ripped off all the leaves. Nothing helped this year. Yeah, I ripped off the leaves, and I don't know. I'm hoping that helped a little bit, but I'm trying to stay on top of it. That's right, Scott. That is right. Yeah, I see that, Roxy. Yep. That's good for you. Yeah, well, Rick's retirement journey, Penn State should be beating Nevada, that's for sure. Crush eggshells and scatter them around the roots. Also put one egg in each hole. Hmm. Yeah, this blight or whatever it is just came on not too long ago, and it could be overwatering too, but I haven't watered it. So if it's been raining too much, which I didn't think it was, I thought the rain was pretty timely, but maybe it's not liking the rain. Yeah, I know, Peter. I'm telling you that there's one of those plants. It's 8 foot now, and I have seen pictures of people with 8 foot plants, but they're really into the gardening. Me, I'm a lazy gardener. I just put them in there and basically don't do much with them at all. And to hit 8 feet, I'm like, I've never seen that before. And they're not any fancy tomatoes. Okay, Carlos. I'll have fun. I'll use the gas. No riding tractor for you. Yeah, I might get one of these days, but it won't be very soon. I heard plant a dead fish. Yeah, when we used to we used to catch carp. Well, when we were young, we would catch carp and bring it home for my buddy's mother, because she would always dig a hole next to her shrubs and put them into the ground next to the shrubs. And I don't know if it worked or not. Blight is from inconsistent weather, and I think that's what it is, because ChatGPT told me that. I have a garden app too. I didn't use that. I should probably use that one too. Yes, happy birthday. Yes. Yeah, yeah. You didn't get much rain down in south of Ohio, and I think this next week uh, we're not seeing much rain coming. I heard if you dance nude in your garden during a full moon. I tried that. It didn't work. But I did hear snickering from the woods, so I don't know what that was all about. The giant tomato plants are and the normal size are, yeah, I've heard those two words, but I don't really know the difference between them. And I know, yes, but even the ones that grow tall, they're usually not this tall, at least not in my garden. Plant stress. Yeah, but I don't know what's stressing them out, man. I talk real nice to them and everything else. So, any peaches in Florida? Same here with gas mower. Neighbors complain. The deer were snickering. That's probably what it was. Dead fish is great until cats and other. Yeah, you have to definitely put them down deep. I've not had any rain in the past month in Toledo. Really, we just had rain not too long ago, a couple days ago. I think. Well, Tuesday. What's today? Saturday. So we might have had some Tuesday. I used to snip my tomato plants so they wouldn't grow so tall. Yeah, I don't know how to do all that. Like I said, I'm a lazy gardener. I throw them in there. Um, some people say, I watched a couple videos. Take these, do this, lay them down, don't put them up, do this, and I don't do any of it. It just seems like too much work. The birds ate your peaches. That's not good. All our tomatoes have been over for a while. Plowed up summer garden. Yeah, that's your growing season is a lot different. We didn't do very good on our garden. Huh. Usually that's me. That's me saying the garden sucks. But this time, not doing too bad. Hey, let's talk about some business real quick. I watched a video. If you guys are on an Advantage plan, make sure that I just saw from Eric at the Retirement Nerds. I don't know if anybody got to see that video, but and I don't know if you guys could find it to link it. If you would please, because I forgot to do that. But the Retirement Nerds put out there's going to be a bunch of it's going to affect 3% of the people who are on Advantage plans where they're basically getting out of it. And he says United Healthcare is one, and there's others, not all of them, but some of them are going to get away from certain Advantage plans, and they're not going to give you another plan. So when you'll get some kind of what they call statement or something in September, and make sure you read it because your plan could be going away. And what will happen is you'll default to Medicare A and B. You won't have F, you won't have G, you won't have N, you won't even have a drug plan. So you were on an Advantage plan, and they cancel that plan. They're just basically saying goodbye, and they're not leading you to another plan. So make sure you stay advised on that in case you're on an Advantage plan and you do get a letter that's basically saying, "Hey, we're dissolving this plan. Have a nice day." That's the short version of what Eric says, and he goes into why, and it's really interesting video. Um, I learned a lot from that video how these insurance companies do this because there is a certain amount of money that when the government gives them money for an Advantage plan, they have to use X amount of that money to give you perks and different things. So they can't just keep all that money. They have to somehow get it back to you. And that's how you get the dental. That's how you get the gym memberships. So it's a really good video to check out. All the tomatoes. Let's see. Deer ate your pears. Ever see the geezer band? No. Tomatoes that grow small. Some tiny Tims, huh? You're late tonight, your grandkids. Oh, that's okay. Retired and loving it. Yeah, we just watched your video of in the frozen tundra of Alaska, Canada. Maybe we can all climb one of Buzz's tomato plants, see Captain Billy. Oh boy. So what's the story behind your t-shirt? My garden was great. The produce section. My sister had a bunch of pears, so I baked them with cinnamon. Oh, that sounds really good. Lots of people like Chapter Medicare. Yeah, I haven't watched that one. So much going on with Advantage plans. I'm warning everyone now. Hey, thank you, 280 Zone. I appreciate that. Because I told Eric I would throw that. Now he said it's only going to be like 3%. So maybe don't get all excited about it. But when you do get your thing in September, I forget what they call it. It's your yearly, your yearly update. And a lot of people, I know I probably have too. They just throw them on the side. Yeah, we'll get to it. But if they do tell you that they're canceling the Advantage plan, I don't know how else they're going to tell you, and maybe they will. But make sure you read that thing and just make sure you know what's going on with your plan. Now, Mrs. Buzz just got her Cigna letter, and it went up. What did I say it was in my mind? 12 something percent increase. So she went from like 80 to 92 or something like that. I can't remember what the exact numbers were. I didn't bring it with me, but she got a pretty good increase on her plan N through Cigna. I'm hoping with me, mine was like 90, 92, somewhere in there. I'm hoping I don't get to see a big increase, but I got a bad feeling. And I don't know about the drug plan because we're on well care and we pay $0 a month, and all of our drugs so far were free. But I think that's going to change. So let's see what happens. Yeah, if you cancel your Advantage plan, you can go to Supplement Plan G with no underwriting. Yeah, Theo, I was going to get to you about that. They want to get away from PPO and go with HMOs. Just signed up for Humana Plan C along with A and B and TRICARE for life. Well, if you have TRICARE for life, why do you need a Plan C? If you have TRICARE, do you have to have both? I mean, maybe it doesn't cost you anything, but I didn't know you had to do that. I don't know anything about TRICARE. I know it's military, right? I did get most of my Part B money back in a long. Oh, okay. Yeah, animal shelter time. Yeah, this will be the last time. Man, I helped out the other day, yesterday. Man, they got 38 dogs, and normally we have like 25, and so they're everybody's calling everybody. It's, hey, can you help me on my shift? Help me on my shift, and we're up to $1,600 right now, and which is amazing. I think there's only one other one that's higher than us. That's an individual. There's the boss. She's at 22.98 or something, but she's the boss, and people just donate to hers. And then the cats, they have their own little thing going. So, but for the dogs, I think we're number behind the boss. We're number three, but number two of individuals. So yeah, and this will be the last time that we do this because it ends at the end of August. So we just got a few days left. But hey, $1,600. I am so happy with that. Absolutely happy. 17? Wow. 1,700? No kidding. I just looked a couple days ago and it was 16. But thank you. Thank you to all that's doing that. You don't need them both, but if you want them, you can. Okay, so the TRICARE and the C, you can just have it if you want. Okay. Yeah, 1,600 I think is great because remember I started out at $300 and that was with the buy me a coffee, and transferred that over, and all of a sudden, talking here, and all you generous people have gotten that number up to 1,600, and a lot of anonymous donors, which I would have wished you guys would have said who you were, but I understand, especially when it comes to giving. Not everybody wants to have their name out there. I understand that, but I do appreciate that. So we're at just clicked over to 1,700. Wow, cool. Yeah, that is a great total. And I think we get a t-shirt and a sweatshirt. So if we do, um, we'll do a giveaway of those. And so to anybody who donated, you can be in the drawing for the sweatshirt and the t-shirt. Now it's Borea Arf. It's not going to be in your neck of the woods more than likely, but we'll go ahead and give those away to you. I'll just probably just get them both in extra large, I guess. Some of you can wear them as night shirts, and um, but it is a great total, yeah. My neighbor's visiting mother in her 90s broke her hip. Ah, man, tripped over the dog. That's the scariest thing. My father-in-law, I think he said he got dizzy one day and he fell on the table, coffee table in the living room, and said his hip kept hurting. His hip kept hurting, and finally we went over there one day, and he's like laying on his bed and he can't get up. And I called an ambulance, and I said, hey, this something's not right, because he couldn't even get out of the bed. So they checked him over and they said, hey, we think we should take him in. And the police actually were questioning me, for elder abuse or something. They're, hey, he's got a wife. Think anything's good? No, everything's cool. And yeah, he had a broken hip. Had to have a hip replacement because he fell over that table. 135 watching, 59 likes. Holy smokes. Keep your income low. You should be fine. Need to know your hair color. I'm planning on drawing you to the net. Oh boy. Yeah, you said you couldn't draw a pic till October, right, Captain Billy? I was always afraid I would fall on the ice. And that's what he did Noreen the second time. He was taking groceries out of his. Now he has a attached garage, and he pulled into the garage. But when he walked outside to get into the trunk, he was standing in the driveway, and he fell there. Um, and so his wife, it's like, okay, where's the groceries? And he's laying on the ground, and she called the neighbor. And neighbor came and no, she called the fire department, and they came and had to pick him up. And that was his second broken hip. So at the other side, so at least he didn't break the one side. But yeah, that's scary stuff when you're getting old like that. Really scary. And we've been talking about, if you look online, they have these like belts that they have a gyroscope, and we've talked about this before. There's actually a gyroscope built into these belts, and you can wear them on your chest. You can wear them on your hips, and if you start to fall, they inflate. I think they're practicing with those. I've been pretty dizzy. Was pretty ill last night. Oh, good. I'm glad you didn't get hurt. Yeah, and I just wait. Yeah, Dana, you're right. That dog, you can't even see that dog sometimes. And that's why you better make sure you have a lot of night lights, because you get up and at night for some reason, go to the bathroom or whatever, and you don't have night lights on, and that dog gets under your feet, and you go down, and it's dark, and you're half asleep anyway. Yeah, that could be a problem. Income watch for ACA using my wife's Social Security and some interest. Maybe, give Captain B a lock of your hair. I had a bout of illness last night. Yeah. Kaz, you might have the same thing I got. I actually today, I was thinking about canceling. I feel a lot better now, but I have what's called, and they call it diverticulitis, but I don't think it's that. One time I actually, not to get into all this medical crap, but one time I actually had to eat a radioactive egg so they could see how fast it goes through my system. There was 4 of us guys, all guys, and I was the last one that they let out. And they said I was still normal, but I was the last guy. So that means my stuff did not, because we all did it at the same time. My egg did not go through my body as quick as the other 3 guys. So I know I got something going on. Theo, I need to talk to you about that. I've had it for a long time, and it started up on me. It hasn't happened to me, I don't think, at all in the last 2 years since I retired. I think a lot of it's stress related, but I got it last night. And so, yeah, that's can be an issue 2 different ways. So, well, luckily it was only one way today. So, well, enough about that. So, and as you get older, and I bring this up because as you get older, that diverticulitis or things like that can happen to you, I think, more frequently. So I know my mother-in-law had it, my aunts had it. So, yeah. So maybe it's another one of those things we got to watch for. Mom fell's past, 2 places. Oh, punctured her bladder too. That's not good. What did I miss up here? Weed is legal in Ohio. We have yak tracks to help us walking in ice. Oh, those are those, like, you put them on your shoes, right? Falls were directly involved in the death of my dad. Oh man, that's no good, Tim. My mom fell. Okay. Dogs and throw rugs. Yeah, we don't have any throw rugs. At least nothing that we can trip on. Yeah, Gary the Snail. It's easy to say, and everybody says it, but and it happens so fast. Like, especially like Dana says, when you got one of those little tiny dogs, and it gets under your feet, that's can be tough sometimes. Her brain shifted. Oh, come on, jeez, that's no good. Yeah, you guessed it, and yes, not pleasant. Yeah, I kind of figured. I kind of figured. But what's weird with me is I had it when I was young too. Um, I was like 16, 17 years old, and I remember having an issue. We were at the Notre Dame game. I got to see the Golden Dome, and I couldn't even. I went to the game, but the pre-party the day before, I was with my girlfriend's parents at the time, and her, and I couldn't attend the pre-celebration. I sat in the car because I felt like, felt sick, and so I've had it for a long, long time. Rocky Calabito was traded for Harvey Kuhn. Important to do. Lots of legs. I know, Noreen, and I'm really shagging the dog on that. I got to get better at that. I just have not been doing it. We've been doing Billy Blanks. Billy Blanks is Tybo, but we haven't. He's. We were working on the stomach, doing that exercise video the other day, but we haven't done legs as much as I want to. Yeah. Yeah, Diablo going to Florida. You're right. Hey, Lynn, how you doing? My husband needs to watch what he eats. No nuts. Yeah, I stay away from nuts and seeds too. But I don't know what got me yesterday. I just don't know. But we ate soup, and I had two big helpings of soup, and then the rest of the cherries. And I could tell I'm getting all weird with this stuff, but I could tell I started feeling like bloated after I ate that soup. So I don't know. And Mrs. Buzz has been eating it, and she has no problems. But anyway, squats are supposed. Yes, only so much room. I know you may have mentioned it before, but do you have a weekly routine? No, I don't. I don't have a weekly. I get up in the morning, I have my coffee, I go through my internet or my emails, plan what I'm going to do for the day, and try to get like two or three things accomplished. And time just goes so fast; it's unbelievable. I normally don't eat lunch. Um, and we have dinner anywhere between 4:30 and 8. I mean, we even have no set schedule for that. So, um, and whatever I just get into during that day, I could be focused on one thing and then get into another. Some of you know, a sardine casserole, not lately. Did the same stomach test. I have paralyzed stomach. Stomach only empties by gravity. Ah, yeah, you did the same test. Yeah. Yeah, it used to really be a problem at work. Every like 3 months, 4 months, it got to be a real problem. Suzanne Summers makes an extra. That's true. What was that called? I forgot. There's been a stomach bug going around. Hey, and maybe I got that too. But like I said, it feel like I've known this feeling, and I can tell. I don't get like, hey, lift stones. Yeah, not good at anything. I think I saw a repeat of one of your shorts where you were trying to lift that one stone. You crossed yourself and you went and you couldn't pick it up. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Heck no. Yeah, Stuart and flip flops. How you doing? Hey Sue, how are you? You were mowing the yard. I got to do that too. I did the back, but I haven't done the front, and I should probably do that. I don't think I've cut the front in probably a month. It's getting up there too. It's just getting straggly. It doesn't really need to be cut, but like certain areas, how it grows up faster than the other areas. Looks like a Florida orange. I perform those tests, keep wondering why no one likes my radioactive eggs. Yeah, I wonder why. Thigh Master, that's what it was, the Thigh Master. Yeah, she passed away not too long ago. What, last year or 2 years ago? That's too bad. Yeah, Thigh Master, that's it. Yeah, stress is a killer for the stomach. That's when I retired. I thought, and I did. I didn't have that problem for a long, long time, and now and it wasn't. What just happened to me yesterday wasn't as bad as I used to get. I used to get it really bad. So yesterday wasn't too bad, and it'll be gone hopefully by tomorrow. I should be okay by tomorrow. Needs to be cut, just like the bathroom needs to be finished. Man, I'm glad you're not in my house. I'm glad I'm not married to you. Don't take that in a bad way. How's your mower? Well, mower's doing good. Um, Charging up really good. So my ego mower is doing really great. Blue, whatever is good. Everyone hit the like button. I had 42 years of stress. That's right, Scott. It wasn't long. You got. Are you still working like part time? Or not part time, but like 1 day or 2 days a week or something you were going to do? Oh, it was a combo of stress and sauerkraut. Okay. Usually sauerkraut's good for you. Yeah, tomorrow we're going to the Natural History Museum. I don't think I should tell Captain Billy because they have in the planetarium, they're doing the Dark Side of the Moon Pink Floyd album. in the Planetarium. I'm looking forward to that. Taking the daughter and her husband and me and Mrs. Buzz. We're going to go tomorrow. It's the last day for it. So we'll hit the museum and get to go do that. And that should be pretty fun. Hopefully this issue, a stomach issue I have, is going to be over with by tomorrow. Las Vegas bathroom odds, 48-1 by April 15th. Okay. 5 hours per week. Okay, that's right. I remember you were doing something, Scott. I couldn't remember what it was. Hey, Ray, how you doing? Dark Side of the Moon, one of the greatest albums of all time. Yeah, I can't wait to see it in the Planetarium. I think that's going to be really cool. I don't know if I can film. I don't know if I want to. I seriously doubt I can film in there. And like I said, I don't know if I'd want to. I want to just be immersed by all of it. Hey, Peter, how you doing? That's right. You're getting spring. As we go into fall, you're going into spring. Captain Billy, you're not going to. I hope you don't show up. Oh, boy. But if you do, I'll save you a seat right next to me. No, Noreen, we checked it out, and they're kind of weird there. Like the city of Cleveland on the weekend, if you live in the city of Cleveland or certain areas, they let you in free. And then you always see these people complaining, well, I'm in the suburb over here. How come I can't get in for free? Whatever. Anytime anybody does anything, 50% of the people are going to complain. But I haven't heard of any credit card deals. Hayden Planetarium. My high school physics class did a field trip to New York City, and that was the highlight. Laser rock show. Oh, that's neat. We went to one laser rock show a long time ago, and it was okay. I don't remember too much about it, but it was okay. I think now things have, progressed pretty well as far as all the visuals. So I'm looking. I'm excited about and looking forward to going tomorrow. Just got home from work. Happy to catch some of your live. Well, thank you, Just Mike's Take. Will you hold my hand when the walls melt and the bugs crawl out? Yes, I will. I'll hold your hand as long as you keep your hand pretty much to yourself. But yeah, he's been drinking his bong water again. Yeah. And that's a nasty taste, isn't it, Captain Billy? Hey, we're at 57 minutes. So why don't Mrs. Buzz gave me a number? So any of you new people here, we are going to do a gift card giveaway from 0 to 100. You pick the number between 0 and 100. And we will give you a $25 gift card. And Mrs. Buzz picked the number. So if you know her system, and hopefully, like I said, I'll need some help from my friends. I say this all the time, but actually they're pretty slow today. I don't know if it's my internet or what, but or you guys have just given up or what. Nobody wants it. And of course, this is YouTube does not have anything to do with this. This is just me. Hey, Angela. Hey, R Hill. R Hill 5333333. It's number 11. I think that was the first number 11, if I'm not mistaken. But Angela, that 100 is what Mrs. Buzz was going to pick if she didn't take number 11. So Angela, you would have had it. But she decided on the number 11. Dr. Cornelius, you're a little bit late. So R Hill 5333333. Thank you, 280 Zone. Most of my videos have my email in there. It's buzzretirementgarage@gmail.com. Make sure you email me. And in the next few days, probably by Monday, we will get you that $25 gift card. Congratulations on winning that. And again, it's not associated with YouTube. I try to get YouTube for merchandise. I wanted to have some YouTube logos on some merchandise, and they said, no, you can't do that. So I looked at Retired and Loving It's merchandise, And I noticed they don't have the logo on there either. So I guess you can't do that, even though they have their coats and shirts and stuff. But evidently, you can have it on there. You just can't sell it. So that's kind of a bummer. And in the fine print, they say if you do a giveaway, you're supposed to say YouTube has nothing to do with this. So to follow the rules. First year was up on, the second is a combo of who the oh, Monday is a holiday. It is. It is a holiday. That's right. And most of us don't remember that because when you're retired, yeah, it's copyright, right? Retired and loving it. Because I thought you guys got stuff out there, I'm like, what do you mean? Because I'm working with this one company, and I said, well, and they showed me some. They showed me like some drawings of what it may look like, and I said, well, you need to put that YouTube logo on there, and they said, no, you can't do that. And of course, me being as stubborn as I am, I emailed YouTube, and they came back and said, yeah, right. Have a nice day. So I said, but wait a minute. I'm thinking to myself, retired and loving it. Terry and Keith have it. They got it all over their shirts, their coats, and everything. And I'm like, okay. So I clicked on your banner ad, and there's no YouTube logo. And I said, okay. I'm figuring this out now. Like I said, I'm a little slow. Hey, the Crane family says hello. That's right. The Crane's up there somewhere. He's right behind Kaz's picture there. I'm going to have to redo that. I knew that corkboard was going to be too small. I might have to redo this, maybe this whole wall or this wall over here, and put the art up there. Yeah, I could do that. I could send the shirts to you, and we'll do some custom drawings. And I'm not kidding you. We might be able to do that. But I think I'll send Kaz more than what I send you, Captain Billy. Every day is a holiday. You better believe it. Some creators use the YouTube logo. Guess they. No, you can use it. You're just not supposed to sell it, supposedly. And if they are selling it with the logo, yeah, they just haven't got caught yet. And I think they're being. I mean, to me, it's advertising. It makes no sense, but whatever. I'm not gonna worry about it. A YouTube stick, put them in every box. Yeah. A cork wall, that may be something I'm gonna do. I'm gonna see if I could. Where do you buy like raw cork at? Because I don't need it. Like, I have to look that up. Can you buy raw cork? Just a sheet, like a 4x8 sheet of cork. You probably could. Yeah, I got to remodel the garage too. Well, I've been thinking about working on it, but I'm still working on the steps too. I just got my saw. So check this out. Hold on. See, when you have too much time and you like toys, look at this. I haven't put the blade on. I just took this out of the box the other day. What's the brand? It's a Vivor, so it's a cheaper one, but I'll be cutting some brick so I can do my steps. I tried to do it a couple different ways, and it just didn't work out for me. So let me put this down. Well, that's got the 9-inch blade on it. Yeah, that's a big one. Yeah. Yeah, Theo, I got to be careful, right? I might have to buy some flammable pants for. No, wait, no, I won't need flammable pants for that one. You got it for $35? Wow. Buzz is ready for the zombie. No, I got to cut. I bought I bought them limestone steps when there was no tax day and no tax, 2 weeks of no tax, sales tax in Ohio. So I saved a little bit of money. And then I bought some cinder block. And I only need they're like 7 5/8, and I just need like 5 1/4. I need 5 1/2, but I'm going to put, some type S mortar at the bottom. So that'll bring it up 1/4 inch. So it'll be fine. But how do you cut those things? So I'm looking online. Oh, you can use this. You can use this. Um, I started off with this. So you just hammer this down, and the brick just instead of breaking this way, it broke this way. And I'm like, what am I doing wrong? So this is the stuff that Buzz does. He he takes a project and he turns it into a monstrosity. I mean, just a monstrosity. That's what I do. A new man toy. That's right. Get white foam board at Dollar Tree for the white foam board. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, good idea, Noreen. Can you? Yeah, I was thinking about renting one, but I was looking at it and they were like 40 or 45 bucks, and then you only get it for 4 hours, and it's going to take me at least 4 weeks. So I thought, no, that's not a good idea. Are those cobwebs on the fishing pole? Yeah, I know. Hey, steelhead are going to be running any day now. So, well, after we get some rain, probably mid-September, third week of September, steelhead will start running up, and then those rods will be out every other day. I have that same disease. Give me a molehill and watch me go. $1.25 a sheet. Ah, really? Like, well, how big is the sheet though? It's just like small sheets. I'd have to put them together, huh? I could do that. You could just tape the backside of them. Need to learn to Hong Kong Fu. No, those days are over. I couldn't even do those. You know how those like 5-year olds do those little thin boards? I couldn't even do that probably. Between the ladders and the saws, I'm going to have to start a day without injury poster to keep you honest. Yeah, I might need one now. uh, yeah, that's Kaz, John J. Kaz did that one. Yep. Yeah, so anybody that wants to send me some art, send me some pictures. Like I said, I can print out some if you just want to send it to me to my Google number 216-714-2301. You can just send it to me. Foam core is 20 by 30. Well, I'll find something. Okay, yeah, that sounds good. I'll find something because this cork board didn't work out too well, but I can use that for something else. I want to keep the stuff in the garage until maybe when it starts getting cold and windy, I'll bring it inside. But I can at least keep it out here for another month or so. Who did the art over your left shoulder? Everything else up there is Captain Billy. Oh, the one, if you're talking about that one, that's Cartoon Mark. That's my water heater. And Cartoon Mark, he has a channel and he draws characters sort of like when you go to the fair and you see the guy who's always drawn. He does that kind of art. He's pretty good, and he drew that one for me. Make a Buzz picture that we can color in and send it up, boy. I'm afraid. Yeah, Cartoon Mark's really good. Characters, yeah. I say things different. I just put in 15 windows, 20 to $70,000. Oh my gosh. Diamond nest egg. Should you switch from treasuries now? Don't wait for the Fed. I just got a blip that Diamond Nest Egg just put out a new video. Yeah, we should get a Buzz retirement coloring book. We should put it together and then we can make copies of it and send it out to all you guys, huh? We can do all kinds of things. We're open to anything, right? You guys are funny. Yeah, so let me see. I like this one because it's got everything. Captain Billy. Now pay attention, Captain Billy. So you see here, it's got the dogs, it's got coffee, it's got the board, my whiteboard, which I have to do that video. Maybe what tomorrow's the last day of the month, right? Um, I'm not crazy about the beanie there, and I'll tell you a story about that someday. Um, got the bee up here. The sun. Let's see. Let's compare suns. I think this one's a little better. Of course, the live at 7. I don't know. That's pretty good. Look at the instrument panel. That instrument panel was nice. Podcasting. I don't know, Captain Billy. Yeah, that's some pretty good work, Captain Billy. I think you're gonna have to step up just a little bit. It should have been gray cat, yellow cat, and brown deer. Yeah, that's what we called it, brown deer. Yep. A cone cap. Well, I don't know. The sun looks like something from the 60s. I think it's a great picture, and I appreciate Kaz for sending that in. That's really nice. Well, anyway, so we're gonna have to get out of here. We're already 11 minutes over our hour. So Theo, yeah, I'll tell you that you haven't heard back in the 60s. I think when I was 3 years old, um, this guy, he Goulardi, he was just a crazy dude who worked at Channel 8 in Cleveland, and they started this nighttime showing movies and stuff, and he just started getting a little bit crazy. It was like the 60s, and he was just getting a little bit nuts on the show, and it took off. It really took off. And Pink Flamingos and AMRAP and just all kinds of, I mean, he was ahead of his time in what he was doing. And then he went out to California, and Tim Conway also worked in Cleveland, and he asked Tim to come out with him. And Tim went out there, and I think he started McHale's Navy when he got out there. So, yeah, really good. And then Goulardi took over. His name was Ron Swede. So he's the one I grew up with. He had the same type of, uh, you know, glasses with one lens and all kinds of stuff. So, but yeah, you have to look that up and check it out. Hey, Otter's Retirement Corner. Just happened upon your live show. Did I miss? Yeah, we were actually talking about you. Yeah, we were talking about you at the beginning. You'll have to read the transcript. But somebody brought up your name about some videos, and I was telling them that you did that video about your wife's buying a new car, and then you're going to move out of your holdings, stock market holdings, and you're going to go into something, and you're going to show that video on Tuesday. So we were bringing that up, and we were just getting out of here. We've been on for an hour and 13 minutes. Like I said, we try to keep it at an hour. So, yeah, the Ghoul and Superhost. Hey, Steve, how you doing? The Goodbye Tour. Yes. Tim was already doing McHale's name. I don't think so. I didn't think so. I thought Tim went after that. I think Tim, but I'll check it out because you might be right. I actually got a book somebody sent me. I'll have to read that chapter about that. But yeah, thank you all for being here. Howard, thank you for dropping in. Steve, and all the rest of you. And we will see you next Saturday if everything works out. Like I said, tomorrow, maybe I'll do some type of a update on the Pink Floyd show tomorrow at the Planetarium at the Natural History Museum. I'll see what I can get away with on that, but because that should be kind of fun. and see how it goes. So appreciate you guys and gals being here, and we will see you. And yeah, Bill, not good at anything. Jay, Pepper, we'll see you all next Saturday, same time, same station. Take care.